What is an executor's role in children's inheritance rights? Imagine someone you love passes away, leaving behind a will that mentions your children. Now, you might wonder who makes sure those children get what's rightfully theirs. That's where the executor steps in. An executor is the person appointed to handle the deceased person's estate. Their job is to make sure everything is managed properly and the assets go to the right people, including children if they are beneficiaries. First, the executor's main task is to find and secure all the estate's assets. This means locating bank accounts, property, valuables, and anything else owned by the deceased. They need to make sure nothing is lost or stolen before the estate is settled. Once everything is identified, the executor must pay any debts or taxes owed by the estate. This includes settling credit card bills, mortgages, or estate taxes, which can be quite specific in amount and deadline. For example, estate taxes are usually due within 9 months of death, and the executor must file the appropriate tax returns. After debts and taxes are paid, the executor follows the instructions in the will. If the will states that children should receive certain assets, the executor makes sure they get those. If there is no will, the estate is divided according to state inheritance laws, which typically favor children. The executor cannot change this distribution based on personal feelings or opinions. They must act as a neutral party, ensuring the estate is divided fairly and legally. Sometimes disputes happen, like disagreements over who should inherit what. The executor is responsible for handling these claims, often with legal help. They need to protect the children's inheritance rights and resolve conflicts quickly and fairly. Throughout this process, the executor should keep the children or their guardians informed about what's happening. They may also need to manage assets for minors, such as placing inheritance in a trust until the children reach the legal age, which varies by state but is usually 18 or 21. The executor acts as a fiduciary, meaning they must act honestly and carefully to protect the estate. They cannot decide to exclude children if the will says they are beneficiaries. If the executor acts against the will or the law, the children or other beneficiaries can challenge their actions in court. In short, the executor's role is to faithfully manage and distribute the estate, ensuring children receive their inheritance rights as the deceased intended or as the law provides. They handle all legal, financial, and personal responsibilities to make sure the process is smooth and fair for everyone involved.